Tiger Nation. Welcome back to our last episode for this semester of the Roar Rundown. During this time of quarantine, we've done our best to try to keep you up to date on the world of Ouachita sports. Be sure to check out our new podcast, Ouachita Best. It's a week-long series about some of the best games in different sports at Ouachita. Here's a clip of the first episode, and you can find the rest on the Ouachita Athletics website.
Welcome to Ouachita's Best, a production of the Ouachita Sports Digital Network.
So that Battle of Ravine game came down to an outright championship for us or a tie with Henderson for the championship. So not only was it the Battle of Ravine, you put all that other stuff on that game, and it made it a huge game in football.
This week for our senior spotlight, Izzy Bond got to meet with senior cross-country runner Eden Putterell, as well as Coach Guyman, to get some insight on Eden's past experience as a runner for Ouachita.
Hey Tiger Nation, it's Izzy Bond. I am here today with senior Eden Putterell of the cross-country team and Coach Steve Guyman. This is our senior spotlight series, so we want to highlight Eden's accomplishments and her years running for the Tigers. So Eden, with that being said, you ran for 4 years. So tell us a little bit about your time as a Tiger.
Yes, I first, when I arrived on campus, I didn't know there was a cross-country team, and I found out like within a week or two, somewhere around there, and I just contacted the coach at the time, which was Coach Bostic, and I joined the team pretty immediately. I've always loved to run. I did it in high school. I used to run on my farm and have my pet zebra come with me as company, but I have loved being these 4 years, and my college career would have never been the same without it. So.
Absolutely. Well, did you say that you like to run with your pet zebra?
Yes, we had a pet zebra, and we raised her from a 1 day old, and she used to follow us running. I'd say she kind of made me run faster when she charged. So
yeah. For sure. Well, I actually had the privilege of being on the team with you, Eden. So I thought when I got on the team that it was the coolest thing that you actually weren't from here in the States, the United States. So tell everyone where you're from.
So I'm from Zimbabwe. Yeah.
That's awesome. That was super cool to me. I think that stood out for sure when I met you. But now we're going to turn it over to Coach Guyman for just a second. Coach Guyman, you got Eden in her last year, and obviously that time has been cut a little bit short, which is sad, but we did get to have a little celebration honoring Eden. So to start us off, why don't you tell us one of the qualities that Eden brought to the cross-country program?
Well, I think one of the biggest qualities is just her spiritual leadership. I mean, she being the only senior and me coming into a new program, you kind of lean on the upperclassmen. And, we had a couple of really good juniors and Eden being the senior. And she just was a great leader this year, very positive, which I just love. I love just the positive attitude. She just had a work ethic that kind of, filtered over to the rest of the group and to all the freshmen we had. But I just think the main thing that I will remember and take with this team, and with Eden being the only senior I had on my first team, one, I'll remember that, being the only one on the first team at Ouachita, but it also just her leadership and she's so genuine. She is real. Her prayers, her spiritual life, the caring for others is just, to me, kind of unmatched. And it's something it's just refreshing.
I agree. I second all of those things that you said. I think Eden is very genuine. Her spiritual leadership definitely stood out on our team. I vividly remember Eden, my birthday party. After practice, y'all all surprised me with my birthday party, and I remember that prayer you said over me that day, and that was one of the most special moments of the entire fall. So thank you for that. But your next question, actually, Coach set us up because it had to do with how your faith has grown as a runner and as an athlete for Ouachita. How have you used your experience to grow your faith?
I think in two ways. I think individually for me, like every time I'd run, there's a point when you run when you kind of like you get tired and you want to give up, and just learning the quality of endurance and just praying when I run, like, God, just help me to get to the end, just help me to stay focused. And that really grew me just like in the run, literally, and reminded me of in our life spiritually, we're running a spiritual race and we need to keep the end goal in mind, and we can't quit and we can't stop even when it hurts. I think secondly, your team. And, just helping your brothers and sisters in Christ to grow. My sisters on the team was such a blessing to me, to be encouraged by them and also to give them encouragement when they needed it. I really enjoyed that aspect.
Yeah, those are two things that you taught me for sure, is the personal endurance, and then of course team, just discipleship within our team. We had a bunch of devos that you had led, and those were all awesome. So aside from our devos, because those were definitely at the top of the list, what is one favorite memory you have from this past season, your senior season?
I think when we were driving in Tennessee and we were all asleep, and coach acted like screamed, slammed on the brakes, and I wasn't too phased, but everyone else was laughing so hard. I thought it was hilarious.
Yeah, Coach has good tricks, doesn't he? Always.
Yes, it was so funny.
Okay, Coach. Well, that might have been your favorite memory too, but now why don't you tell us one of your favorite memories from this season that Eden was a part of?
That Eden was a part of?
It can really be. I think we were almost all a part of every memory. So
yeah,
whatever memory works, but tell something that stood out this year.
Well, I think, like I said, one is just she just accepted me right away. I mean, that with the whole group, the freshmen coming in, that was going to be a little easier, but just the upperclassmen accepted me, and really just, I just really enjoyed the year and being together. Had a lot of good times. There's the thing that with Eden, probably one good memory is just she always came to me wanting to figure out a way to improve. I wanted to always be better, and I think that's what we try to do as people in everything we do, and that's what one memory I have with her.
Yeah, she does always want to be better. I'm telling you, your work ethic can't be matched, Eden.
Yeah.
This is your senior spotlight. So is there anything you want to tell Tiger Nation, you want Ouachita fans to know? Whatever you want to leave this interview with, why don't you just tell us now? We want to hear what's on your heart, what you've been doing in quarantine. We're just hoping that this is kind of a good little parting gift for you as a Ouachita athlete.
I would definitely say to those who are in college who are considering whether or not doing a sport, if it's worth it, I'd say it definitely is, because even though it takes a lot of time, it's worth it. And you learn things you would never learn in a classroom. You learn endurance. You learn how to work hard. You learn how to be part of a team. You have a mentor. You have coach. You have people who come alongside you. And I'll definitely say to those who are on the fence, it's definitely worth it. And I'll say, those memories are priceless, And I would say definitely, all of you in quarantine, keep seeking the Lord daily in His Word, and God's moving, and we need to be a part of it. So love one another and love Jesus. Yeah.
Absolutely. Coach, what about you? I think you said it great, the first two answers that you gave, but if you want to leave us with anything, the floor is yours.
I think what I'm going to miss also with her is anytime we took, the trip we took to Chattanooga, I mean, we're just trying to get down the zip line. And if I recall, I think every little section that she zip lined down to, she stopped and had a prayer with the guy that was there directing the zip line.
Yes.
And I think a lot of people at Ouachita are going to miss her coming up to them whether it's the cafeteria or in class or the spec or wherever else, and just grabbing you and she asks if she can pray with you. Absolutely. And I think that's going to be missed a lot.
I agree. That's actually how I met Eden. Funny story. I mean, can you imagine, right? If you know Eden, you know what we're talking about. But she walked up after WOW Weekend and said, "Hey, Izzy, I met your friend. Can I pray for y'all?" And I had no clue who this girl was. I had been at Ouachita maybe 18 hours, maybe. And she prayed for me, and I will never, ever forget that day because that sparked a very honest and very genuine friendship between us. And then I came to find out that we were going to run together this season. So that was a lot of fun, Eden. It has been a great freshman season for me, and I enjoyed getting to spend your senior season with you. We are so incredibly proud of you, and thank you for all that you did for Ouachita Athletics.
Check out our Instagram for Matthew Branch's demonstration of this week's hashtag challenge. Stay golden, Tiger Nation, and have a great summer.